Advertising on the internet or online advertising involves display adverts that we found on websites, search engine result pages, emails, social networks, and other ways in which advertisers makes use of the internet. It should also be noted that online advertising is not just for computers, but also for mobile devices. Unlike other advertising platforms, online advertising enables the consumer to go from advert to merchant easily. They can do so with one click. These activities are highly trackable and measurable because of the connected nature of the internet. This also lets one target adverts and track and gauge the efficacy of the campaign. What are the main objectives of online advertising? Generally, it aims to boost sales, improve awareness of the brand, and raise or share voice in the marketplace. Based on the theory of demand and supply, online advertising has the goal of stimulating a customer's need or demand and satisfying that need with the supply. It also adheres to web user behavior. These advertisers strategize by placing their adverts where the potential customers will see them, as well as the content. Does it consist of several contexts such as images, text, videos, interactive elements, and more? Before we talk about the goals of online advertising, what are the types of display adverts? First in the list are pop-ups and pop-unders. These types of adverts pop up or under the web page being viewed straight away. Then, it will lead them to a new window. These adverts were usually employed in the early days of online advertising. But audience annoyance became prominent, therefore giving rise to pop-up blockers. Next in line are banner adverts. These are graphic images or animations on websites, usually in GIF or JPEG formats. They can also use rich media like Flash, JavaScript, HTML, and others. Banners can expand on mouse over when clicked, so they are not always limited to the space they occupy. Next are wallpaper adverts. This type of advert changes the background of the web page being viewed and can be clicked on sometimes. However, the effect of this ad is a little bit tricky to measure. The reason behind this is there is no click-through. Also, its main purpose is branding. We also have map adverts. This is a type of online advertising that is on an online map, like Google Maps. These kind of adverts are ideal for local businesses. Most of the time, these are based on keyword searches for the brand's offering. Floating adverts is a type of advert that is shown in a layer above the content. However, it does not appear in separate window. Users can decide if they want to close this advert or not. It's actually recommended that a floating advert includes a close button. These types of adverts can be created in several ways. You can use DHTML or Flash to do this. These tools will help float in a layer above a website's content. However, it only lasts for a few seconds. Then, the animation usually finishes with a banner advert on the page. Now we'll move on to the general objectives of online advertising. The first one is to build brand awareness. Online advertising helps with making people aware of a brand or product, and that is an essential long-term goal for any marketer since customers will trust a brand that they already know about. If a brand is particularly well-known, it is bound to do more business. Their popularity enables them to accomplish their main goal, to sell more of what they are offering. Usually, online advertising relies on visuals. It's a great channel to promote brand imagery. This will help encourage people to get familiar with the brand's colors, logos, and overall feel. The second objective is creating demand. When creating customer demand, 3 processes are taken into account. First, informing. You inform them because they can't want what they do not know about. Next is persuading. They need to be convinced on what they should want and why they should have it. And lastly, remind. Communicating the unique selling points or USPs of a product is made easier with online advertising as it helps stimulate the demand and reminds customers about the product and why they want it. Next objective is to satisfy demand. Now that a customer wants your product or service, the next step is for them to know how to satisfy that desire. Here, it is crucial that you show your customer how your brand or product will accommodate their demands. other objective is to drive direct response and sales. The goal of digital marketing business or any form of marketing is to drive traffic and generate more sales in the future. But it can also do this in short-term or medium terms. Online advertising can turn a potential customer to an actual one at the exact moment, which traditional media advertising cannot do. It can also accurately calculate the effectiveness of the online advertising campaign. Now, we will discuss some of the different modes of payment for display advertising. First is flat rate or sponsorships. Proprietors of websites with low traffic sometimes choose to sell banner spaces. They can sell this at a flat rate or a fixed cost per month. This is true no matter the amount of traffic or engagement. Most of the time, this is done if you are only interested in testing different niche markets or gathering data. Cost per milestone, CPM or 1,000 impressions. Here, the adverts pay for every 1,000 times the advert loads on the publisher's web page. CPM rates for rich media adverts are higher than standard media adverts. Now let's move on to CPC or cost per click. When the ads get clicks, this is the only time an advertisers will pay. This is regardless of how many times it has been viewed. This is normally associated with search advertising and display advertising. Cost per action or acquisition means that the advertiser only pays when an advert gets some action after the user or potential customer clicks on it. This is usually the ideal option for advertisers since they pay only when the desired objectives are met. But it may be the worst type for the publisher because they are rewarded only when the advertising is successful. And those are the online advertising objectives. Hope you learned something from this video. See you on the next one.